The consequences of former President Donald Trump's second impeachment trial could be huge, not just for him, but also for everyone else involved. On the right, the trial is a referendum over the direction of the Republican Party and where exactly Donald Trump fits in. On the left, it is the first true test of the new Democratic majority's ability to walk and chew gum, as the early timeline suggests it could stretch into a second week. While up the street at the White House, President Biden is trying to keep coronavirus relief front and center. Joining me now is Senator Ed Markey of Massachusetts. Senator, thank you very much for joining us. So the conventional wisdom around Washington, if you accept it, is that there's going to be this trial. Republicans, if you look at the way they voted on the constitutionality of the process, are not going to vote in big enough numbers to convict him. And that this will, while maybe not look like a completely party vote, except for Romney, as last time, will look like it's mostly Democrats going after former President Donald Trump. Is there a risk there for Democrats to focus on this while Biden has such an ambitious agenda that he's trying to push?
We don't have an historic constitutional option not to have this trial. The president incited a riot. The president was tweeting even as the rioters were inside of the Capitol. We don't have a choice. Otherwise, future presidents, future office holders will feel as though they can act with impunity. So we have to do it. But at the same time, we have the other urgent crises which are facing our country, and we have to move forward on them as well, beginning with the COVID relief package. And it is being constructed as we are speaking right now. The ideas are on the table. They are being compiled in a way in which we can move forward legislatively to deal with the economic and healthcare problems, crises, which we're living with right now. We don't have a choice. We have to do it all. It's our constitutional responsibility. It's 1933 right now from an economic perspective. It's 1918 from a healthcare perspective. It's 1868 from the perspective of a president inciting insurrection against our country. We do not have an opportunity to look away from any of these issues. We have to deal with them all, and we have to deal with them all as part of our constitutional responsibility as senators.
There are two things that might go or get scaled down in the bill as it currently stands. One of them is getting rid of the minimum wage raise that is currently in the plan. The other one is more surgically targeting the families who are going to get the direct stimulus payments. Bernie Sanders has already called that second part crazy when you consider that Democrats and Republicans gave this to those same families under Donald Trump. Why take it away under Joe Biden? Where do you stand on those two things? And would you vote for a package that doesn't include a raise in the minimum wage?
Well, I worked with Bernie and actually Kamala Harris last year to fight for a $2,000 check. And I think that it absolutely has to be included. I agree with Bernie on that issue. We worked hard last year. We've turned it into an issue, which is, as a result, now that we control the House, the Senate, and the presidency, on the front burners. And I think we have to move forward to ensure that that relief is provided. And ultimately, working families need this cash in their pockets in order to survive. And on the minimum wage, if we can't get it into this package, then we have to find another way in which we would be able to increase the minimum wage. We should not have people in our country at the minimum wage that it is today, $7.25, who work 40 hours a week and still live in poverty. It is absolutely morally irresponsible that the wealthiest country in the world has people working 40 hours a week and their pay does not, in fact, lift them out of poverty. So we have to get that done. And one of the vehicles that we move this year.
Let me ask you about the child tax credit for COVID relief. Democrats are unveiling a plan to provide $3,600 per child in this plan. What do you hope that it does?
Well, right now we have 11 million children in our country who are living in poverty, mostly children of color. And it is a national disgrace that we are at the top of the list of developed nations in terms of the number of children living in poverty. So we have to deal with this. And that's why President Biden, Chairman Richie Neal in the House, Senator Bennett and Senator Brown in the Senate have been leading on this issue. We have to rectify this problem, and we have to get cash into the hands of mothers and fathers on a monthly basis to take care of their kids. And from my perspective, this $3,600 a year program coming in monthly increments is absolutely essential to making sure that every child in our country has the healthy, safe head start which they need to fully take advantage of the American dream.
Hey, thanks for watching our YouTube channel. You should know that you can follow today's top stories and breaking news and catch up on your favorite MSNBC shows all in one place. Download the NBC News app today.